In the afternoon, we're expecting 26 degrees Celsius, few showers around 33%. In the evening, 22 degrees Celsius and cloudy around 23%. And of course, overnight, we have about 21 degrees Celsius and mostly cloudy around 13%.
And of course, we head straight to Lagos. And Lagos this morning, it's going to be cloudy. And of course, that's on 12%. Morning is going to have 26 degrees Celsius, and it will be cloudy, and that is of 12%. And afternoon will come with 27 degrees Celsius and mostly cloudy, and of course that's on 9%. And the evening will be 25 degrees Celsius, mostly cloudy, 6%, and overnight will be 25 degrees Celsius as well. Few showers is expected, and that is on 31% rather.
And now to Abuja, the FCT temperature is expected to be around 22 degrees Celsius this morning. Few showers expected in the afternoon to rise to 24 degrees Celsius. Rain is expected, and there's a 75% chance of that. By evening, it is to drop to 22 degrees Celsius. Few showers around 31%, and overnight 21 degrees Celsius, and showers expected by 45%. And of course, that takes us away from this segment of the show this morning. All right, we go straight to something more pressing, something really interesting that so majority of the people are talking about, and of course it has refused to leave the pages of the newspaper this since yesterday. People are saying so much about the Super Falcons. They went for the competition, WAFCON. They came back with the medals, gold medal actually, won the trophy, and the president promised them $1,000 each for the players, and for the technical crew $100,000 for the players, and $50,000 for the technical crew. But as we speak, the captain of the team, Rasheedat Ajibade, says they have not received a dime.
Honestly, reading that story, I think it was an interview with a very popular interviewer in the country, and then some Nigerians are saying, if you check the comment section, they are saying, maybe it's overdue. Why have they not received the money yet? But I think it's too early to conclude that the federal government will not pay them, because that was declared last month around 28th of July. So let's give the federal government a little time, because a huge amount of money like that, we don't expect that it will come in very fast. However, I think it's a welcome development, because there are a lot of pressure on these people, just like Rasheedat said. He said, people have been asking her, what's my own share?
I was about to
say
the
money that they have not even collected. I'm very sure, apart from my friends, even pressure will come from the family members to see this money, you have received it, and the likes. I watched a video, and Pella was even talking about one of the players that, she's not replying to him, and she's already proud because she has received $100,000. Look at issues like that. These people have not received the money, so let's not put pressure on people unnecessarily. When we hear online that they are expected to receive a certain amount of money, let's give the government a little time. I don't think it's too early.
Well, I will not tell that line. You remember that we were on this table when I said some things like this are always written in papers. You won't get to see them. And I said government should do something, and people will come and government every time you talk about government. So who's going to do this? The question I will need to ask is this from the government: when you asked them to go, you advocated for them to win the trophy. Didn't you prepare for what you're going to give them, to just applaud them that fine, you've really done well, you've made us proud? Do you understand? Yeah. Before you could make such announcement or pronouncement of such a huge amount, that means there's something on ground. You can't just make such announcement like that, because I remember I have a friend there, and more, they have been calling me, or they're expecting me, and that. They asked her to come and grant an interview, and she said she cannot go, because she knows that they are going to ask her for money. She only drop. You don't understand that kind of a thing. Now you're coming to say, we're going to reward them with $100,000, and now they've not seen a dime. And this is not the first time something like this is happening.
You see, I think one of the things we need to talk about is the sense of, people out there really have a sense of entitlement.
Exactly.
That whatever it is that you have gotten, they deserve a share of it. And that is killing the society in one way or the other, because so many people have been drawn back to their shelves because they feel like they will be under pressure at every given opportunity the people get to actually have a go at them. But let me put that aside. Talking about the current situation, I want to believe that there are processes to this thing. You can't just, say, oh, I'm giving you for example, 100,000 US dollars, and then we are giving it to you cash. I think there are processes, and there are people in charge.
Please, let me just cut in there. But if it happens to be for politics, there won't be any process. These are the people that did well for the country.
Politics in what sense? Because I believe that...
No, because if campaign is actually coming like this, you will see them, they will just, they don't even think of anything. You will see them just distribute money because of campaign.
Regardless of what the money is meant for, there are protocols. There are protocols. I mean, there are people in charge. I mean, you can't put this blame on the presidency. There was a technical crew. There was, team management. After the president made an announcement, has there been any form of follow-up? This man has so much to think about. He has the burden of the country on his shoulders, and at every given opportunity, the blame of whatever it is happening in the country negatively is passed down to the president.
I also feel
who is in charge? Who is the special advisor to the president on youth and sports? Who is the minister for youth and sports? Who is the chairman of the Football Association, NFF? Has there been any follow-up as regards this? People are not asking that question, and there are people. What gives you the assurance that the money has not been disbursed to a particular person or probably a body, and it has not been disbursed to the players?
Okay, I think you're very
Don't forget, at a point, there used to be a time when money is meant for some other things will be dropped in a bank account, and someone will have to put it in a fixed deposit, make some money, and then when there is noise, then they break the bank and they give the money to whoever the money belongs to. So we need to track from where. Is it from the presidency or from another person who has gotten the money, has not disbursed the money to the people, to the girls? So these are questions we have to ask. And of course, I know the presidency, they are always quick to refute allegations and of course debunk things that they know that they have not done. So if this is the case, we know this story is going to develop. The presidency will react, and of course the NFF will also react. So whoever is the culprit in all of this, of course the people will know.
I think it's too early, just like I said at the beginning, it's too early to say, this is audio, the money will not come in. Just like he said, the president must have, given the over, but maybe certain things are actually, disrupting the process, because it's not just something that will come very fast. It's not a small amount of money, $100,000, to certain persons,
a lot of money.
$50K, to the technical crew. So let's not conclude yet that, okay, the president, or let me say the federal government, will make this another audio thing. I mean, let's give them time. Okay, I like the fact that Rasheedat Ajibade came out to talk about this, and I think if at all they intend to stall a little bit, this will give them, that initiative to say, okay, let's work on this fast and let's make sure that they get the money early, because it's now in the public space, in the public domain. And of course, these people are very popular. It's football. It's not just about Nigeria. Other persons across the world, will read this news and they'll start talking about the fact that, okay, is it that the federal government likes to promise and fail? Yeah. So I think the Nigerian government will not want to look like that. They will not want to, dent their own image across the country and even outside of the country. Yeah. So it's already in the public domain. So I think they're going to make it fast now, if at all they want to take time before they send the money to them. So that's how I say this all matter. Yeah. And this is not even the first time. Speaking about the pressure that people put on their friends or family members, I've seen cases whereby a friend of mine won an award that comes with a prize money. I mean, all this international grant, and then it was all over social media. And then he was telling me that the kind of pressure he's getting from even people that have not spoken to him for years.
A long time.
I mean, that's how it is. This is Nigeria.
Sense of entitlement.
People who want to talk to you and say, Alaye, even if it's me too or no, I don't even care. I'm not part, I didn't help you, but then any amount can come in. It's always like that.
See, the thing is, I can tell for a fact that Rasheedat Ajibade didn't just make that claim because she wanted to slide the government or probably make the government look bad. Probably she was pressured one way or the other. There has been so many questions, so many phone calls. Just let me rest. Let me just tell you, we have not received this money. Don't kill me. And of course, I can also say that one of the reasons they have not actually gotten this money is it's not just about the money. They have to be given, a house in Abuja, and all these things come together. They were announced at the same time. Probably they are making arrangements. Okay. They are making arrangements to say, oh, we are giving all this to you at the same time. So let's not just preempt. Let's not, make an argument for things that has not been declared or maybe, commented on by the federal government. Let's just wait for them to probably debunk these allegations and say, oh, we have actually disbursed this money. Oh, we have not. This is why we have not done it.
I think they will
I will agree with both of you, like say 40%, but let's see how it goes.
That's fair.
But one thing is this: I would like the federal government to do something, make it snappy.
Yeah.
If you're going,
it will be fast track now.
Because there are younger ones looking at them like, if federal government can give these people like this money, I think I can do better for the country. That will encourage the youth to like, okay, if I can do my country proud, then definitely I'll get something in return. Don't become a bad.
All right. Before we go, I do believe that the government are, they are listening to this. Of course, they are watching this, and they know exactly what to do. It will be fast-tracked. I know that for sure. But then, this is a time for us to encourage, other athletes coming on board, saying, "Oh, we want to represent Nigeria." Because if they know that the emolument promised them will not be delivered on time, or probably will never be delivered. Look at Yome Ajunwa. Recently, she just got the house that was promised in the.
Yes,
I mean, that's a long time ago. So we just want to know that we want the government to know that this has to be done so that other athletes will be motivated to represent the country. And that takes us away from this segment of the show. This morning, we say thank you for linking up with us on Daybreak Live Extra. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Dominion Broadcast. Drop your comment there. We'll surely take them on this show. Of course, you can also link up with us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Dominion Broadcast. And on X, formerly Twitter, at Dominion Cast. You can also watch us live on our websites, www.dominion.org.ng. Now, let's go on a short break. And when we return, we'll take the news. We'll be back.
Live from the heart of the action. Welcome to the nerve center of Next Level Broadcasting.
This is the OB van, where the studio meets the street.
Equipped with cutting-edge cameras, crystal clear audio, real-time switching, and broadcast control, we don't just capture moments, we deliver the experience live.
Anywhere, anytime, from stadiums to red carpets, breaking news to buzzing festivals, weddings, birthdays, and all sorts of ceremonies. We bring the world to your screen in real time.
It's not just a van, it's a complete mobile production house, a command center, a broadcast beast.
This is more than a broadcast. This is the OB van difference. Live, loud, limitless.
Ready to go live? Like never before. Book the OB van today and take your event to the world. One powerful broadcast at a time.
To book, call 0705 506 1061 or 0916 101 1061. Email marketing@dominion.org.ng or visit our socials on Instagram at Dominion Broadcast.
Dominion Broadcast, your channel of choice.
A very good morning to you. Welcome to Dominion News on Dominion Television. I am Pat Aito. The federal government has announced the new National Skills Program aimed at connecting 20 million young Nigerians to jobs, training and entrepreneurship opportunities by 2030, with at least 60% of beneficiaries expected to be women. This was made known in a statement signed by the Senior Special Assistant to the President of Media and Communications, Office of the Vice President, Stanley Wokocha. The Vice President pledged that all training under the initiative will align with the National Skills Qualification Framework to ensure that young people possess not only the skills to work, but the credentials to compete globally. The newly appointed Federal Commissioner representing Oyo State at the Federal Character Commission FCC, Prince Ayodeji Abbas Aleshinloye, has promised to serve with integrity, fairness and dedication. Expressing gratitude to the people of Oyo State, he vowed not to disappoint, stressing that the FCC ensures equitable representation and fair distribution of resources among states. Abbas Aleshinloye pledged an open-door policy for citizens' inquiries, complaints and suggestions, and urged political and community leaders to unite for the state's benefit in federal consideration. FCC is established by Act No. 34 of the 1996 to promote fairness and equity in the allocation of public posts and social economic infrastructure across Nigeria. The Oyo State government has released 100 million in compensation to property owners affected by the Ibadan Circular Road project. The payment was announced by the Commissioner for Lands, Housing and Urban Development, William Aki Fumilayo, during a brief ceremony in Ibadan. Aki Fumilayo assured residents of the government's commitment to fair compensation, adding that more payments will soon be followed. Beneficiaries, however, thanked the government for the support and promised full cooperation. This latest payment followed an earlier 400 million naira disbursed to a first batch of verified property owners. Youth have been called upon to leverage the power of technology to address various challenges in today's digital age. The call was made during the 2025 International Youth Celebration held at the House of Chief Secretariat in Ibadan.
Nigerian youth should not only get set to take over the mantles of leadership, should channel their effort towards a ways to which their effort will not be in futility. While taking over the mantle, we should all prepare our mind to sacrifice whatever we do today to complement the effort of our forefather while setting up a formidable pace for the unborn generation.
Nowadays, let me take it from the roots. Nowadays, most of youths, they don't like anything called politics. Once you involve yourself in political participation, there is no way your voice won't be heard. So they should use that timeline to be focused and be determined. So I'm urging all youth of today to stay focused in youth political participation. They should involve themselves in politics.
There is no support from where the support should come from. Like parents that I said, in the olden days, we do have such thing. But now we don't have that. The parents will go on their own, and the children will go as well. Before you know it, things are going, it's going badly. So I will employ all our mothers and fathers to please, let's go back to the basics so that the children will have good youth, because they are the future of any nation.
No way a government or the leaders will give us space. We need to create space. We are water, and there's no way you put water will always find its way. If you squeeze your hand and you put the water there, no matter how long you squeeze your hand, you will give away at a point in time. And that's what the youth should see, how they should see themselves. And that's how should.
And away from that, as the Ibadan North Federal Constituency by-election draws near, a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress APC Oyo State, Honorable Akin Adefijabi, has urged voters to desist from violence, seeing to it that the electoral process is free and fair. Fijabi stated these are the commissioning of the state government reserved area, GRA, at Samanda, Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. He admonished political office seekers to be committed to serving the masses rather than focusing on self-gain. And in business, the federal government has reaffirmed its resolve to sustain policies and incentives that will keep Nigeria attractive to global energy investors, saying new measures will target idle oil assets and drive sustainable production growth. This assurance was given by the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Oil, Senator Anike Lokobire, during an inspection of the NNPC Chevron Nigeria Limited joint venture AGTL facility in Escravos. The minister stressed that the government's objective remains to increase production and ensure Nigeria remains attractive for capital expenditure distribution in the global oil and gas markets. And in sports, Super Falcons captain Rasheedat Ajibade has expressed frustration over the delay in the payment of the promised allowances and bonuses to the team. The 24-year-old made us known during an appearance on the forthcoming episode of The Witchwood, saying the players are yet to receive the pledged $100,000 and other entitlements, despite repeated assurances from the relevant authorities. Ajibade further urged the authorities to fulfill their promises, stressing that the delay was taking a toll on the players. You can visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng to watch us live and interact with us. Follow us across our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast, and on X at DominionCast. And that is the Daybreak News. Thank you so much for watching. I am Pat Aito. Good morning.
Ever dreamed of creating the next virus series or telling powerful stories on the big screen? This summer, your passion for TV can become a reality. Our TV Practical Summer Class is calling all future scriptwriters, producers, directors, video editors, reporters, news editors, and on-air personalities. Get hands-on training from industry professionals. Learn to shoot with professional cameras, master editing software, and produce your own content from start to finish. This isn't just a class. It's your launch pad. Don't just watch TV, make it. Enroll now. Spaces are limited. Visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng or call the number 0706 777 9435 0706 777 9435. Dominion Television, your channel of choice.
All right, I welcome you back. Thank you for staying with us. This is Newspaper Headlines Analysis, and my name is Oluwayemi Adelakun. Let's start from the Nation newspaper this morning. I have this one that says, Obi endorses ADC candidates in by-elections. That headline asks this writer. It says, no Labour Party standard bearers. And of course, looking at the story and reading some comments online, some members of all the other opposition parties are saying It's like Peter Obi does not really know what he wants to do. I mean, he's still a member of the Labour Party and, of course, you know, giving out his support to the ADC candidate. What does it mean? And several times people have asked him, what do you want to do? Do you want to remain a member of the Labour Party or join the ADC fully? However, you know, he has not said anything on that up until now, and now he's coming out to declare support for the ADC candidate in the by-elections. Don't forget that, you know, he has quite a number of supporters, though many analysts have argued that most of them only vote online and not, you know, physically. We look at for how this, you know, is going to play out in the next elections that we have. Of course, the by-elections and, of course, the local government elections across some certain state in the country. Away from the story, let's check this one that says EFCC begins arraignment of 93 arrested at OBJ Library. And of course, the OBJ Library management have said that they are giving the EFCC 7 days to actually apologize, for arresting people, you know, at the library. And of course, the EFCC is saying we are going to begin the arraignment of this 93 people arrested at the library. Away from that story, let's also check this one that says Okonjo-Iweala give Tinubu credit for stabilizing the economy. Stability opens door for investment, says Edun First Lady Lord's WTO, that's World Trade Organization's DG, and of course a $50 billion Women Fund. Reading that story yesterday, Nigerians are saying this woman does not really live in Nigeria for so long, and even when she's around, she's just around for quite maybe few days or few weeks, you know, if you like. And the people are saying with that, can she actually, you know, talk about the fact that, you know, Nigeria is now stable in terms of the economy? So they are asking, you know, on what basis, you know, is she affirming that Nigeria's economy is now stable? And of course, the president received her, you know, warmly yesterday at the presidential villa. And of course, apart from that, she's talked about the new initiative that was launched by herself, and of course the wife of the president, which is, you know, Her Excellency, you know, Madam Remi Tinubu, and looking at the fact that, you know, this particular initiative, you know, will give out loans, to women, you know, struggling with their businesses to ensure that they become, you know, better persons of the society. Away from that story, let's also cross over to another paper this morning. I have with me this day, and I have this headline that says Aba inaugurates 5 ultra-modern transport terminals, 100 mass transit CNG buses. You know, target 20,000 jobs to introduce 2,000 city taxes. Planet Projects MD, this is unprecedented. Quite a number of stories under that, and we appreciate the initiative 100 mass transit CNG buses. We think that's going to, you know, help people in the society across the country. Away from that story, let's also check another story that is on Daily Trust. I have this one that says PDP kicks as Canadian court designates party APC terrorist organizations. Reading that story is a sad one. The courts in Canada, you know, referring to APC and PDP as terrorist groups, you know, is a lot to unpack, and this does not portray us well in the global world. Even if at all there are some members of the parties, you know, have been found, you know, guilty or found or caught in some terrorist activities, do we really think, you know, the entire party should be regarded as a terrorist group? Because there's a lot, you know, because, you know, most persons will not even find out what really transpired. One person has been denied asylum in Canada because, you know, he has, in a relationship or some activities, you know, with the APC and the PDP before moving to Canada. So on that basis, can we really say these parties, the PDP and the APC, you know, are terrorist groups? You know, it's a lot to unpack, and I do hope that my analyst this morning will help me make sense of that story. Away from that, I also have this one that says alleged 189 billion naira fraud. What I told EFCC interrogators. That's coming from Tambua. Don't forget that it was released a few days ago, while a lot of Nigerians and even politicians, you know, have said that, you know, his arrest was political, being the fact that, you know, he's now a member of the coalition, he's no longer a part of the APC, and that's why EFCC is going after. You know, let me use the popular word. They say the EFCC is witch hunting, you know, some members of the coalition who are no longer part of the APC, which is a ruling party, trying to bring them to book or trying to frustrate them. Of course, that has not been confirmed. It could be mere speculation. Because the EFCC have also come out to say that, you see, we are not trying to witch hunt anybody. We are just doing our job. Of course, away from that, let's also check this headline that says, by elections, APC, PDP ADC in show of strength. tomorrow. We have by-elections, in some parts of the state, tomorrow, and of course, local government election. And INEC, has said that they have been able to disburse, non-sensitive materials, to those, specific states, just to ensure that, they are prepared for the elections. We do hope that this election will be free and fair, and of course, winners will emerge without violence of any sort. And of course, we do hope that, the election materials, the sensitive ones, as soon as they arrive, probably tomorrow or very late, today, they will work perfectly well in terms of the, the beavers and of course all other materials. Okay, this is where we say we stop a while, speaking about the major headlines. We need to take a short break, and when we come back, I'll have my analyst on board who will help me make sense of some of the top stories that I've read to you this morning. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Live from the heart of the action. Welcome to the nerve center of Next Level Broadcasting.
This is the OB van, where the studio meets the street.
Equipped with cutting-edge cameras, crystal clear audio, real-time switching, and broadcast control, we don't just capture moments, we deliver the experience live.
Anywhere, anytime, from stadiums to red carpets, breaking news to buzzing festivals, weddings, birthdays, and all sorts of ceremonies. We bring the world to your screen in real time.
It's not just a van, it's a complete mobile production house, a command center, a broadcast beast.
This is more than a broadcast. This is the OB van difference. Live, loud, limitless.
Ready to go live like never before? Book the OB van today and take your event to the world. One powerful broadcast at a time.
To book, call 0705 506 1061 or 0916 101 1061. Email marketing@dominion.org.ng or visit our socials on Instagram @Dominion Broadcast.
Dominion Broadcast, your channel of choice.
Welcome you back. Thank you for staying with us. And of course, I have with me this morning Liko Shubawale, who is a journalist and of course a public affairs analyst. Welcome on board.
Good morning, Jim. How are you?
I'm very well. Let's start from this headline that has been making, rounds around all the other major newspapers that says Tinubu deserves credit for stabilizing economy. And that's coming from Okonjo Iweala. And most Nigerians are saying, we appreciate your effort, what you've been doing to represent Nigeria well across, international bodies. But then you don't really stay in Nigeria. Most, you might not even be aware of some of the challenges that Nigerians are facing. So why can't you conclude, that the president has been able to stabilize the economy? What do you make of that?
Well, I'm talking about that, number one, the president cannot just sit down in Aso Villa. The president must go out. Like I used to say, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the first number one marketer of Nigeria products. So if you want to market your products, will you stay inside your house? No. You have to go out. So the essence of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu going out of the country, like the one, today is Friday. He traveled yesterday, It will be at Dubai, it will be at Japan, it will be at Brazil. At Japan, they're having a 2-day summit. There the president will meet investors, put in place business summits, meet with Nigerian diaspora. All these things are very important. There are some of our countrymen, Nigerians that are there that don't even know what is happening in the country. The president will have to update them and keep them posted. So it is very important for the president to travel. Brazil, we'll be in Brazil for a state visit. President, head of nations come to Nigeria on state visit. So there is nothing new in the president going out of the country. And again, we have the president, we have the vice president, we have 45, 44 ministers. So, that is the essence of having ministers, having special advisors, senior special assistants. We have a whole lot of them. You know, there are major, like yesterday, we have the essay on media to the president, we have the Minister of Information, we have the Minister of Science and Innovation. All of them, they were at Enugu State yesterday, you know, for a town hall meeting, you know, talking to people, getting feedback, you know, asking them what you want the federal government to do for them. You know, the machineries of government will continue to run. Whether the president is in Nigeria or the president is not in Nigeria, the machineries of government will not stop. And Okonjo-Iweala, you know, she is an economist of repute. You know, she has worked with World Bank. You know, currently she is serving as DG WTO. So, you know, whatever she says, she is an authority in that field. And she said yesterday that the president has stabilized the Nigerian economy, but you know, we have this, you know, hardship in Nigeria that it is, you know, it is a fact that most Nigerians are suffering. But you know, if you have an injury on any part of your body, of course it pains you. So you know, by the time they apply balm, rub, and all those stuff, you know, gradually you get healed. So Nigeria is, you know, gradually moving into the healing stage. You know, the president has put up so many reforms that, you know, it is not so conducive for Nigerians. But Okonjo-Iweala is saying that, yes, they are suffering in some aspects of the policy of the president. But the president has been able to stabilize Nigerian economy. And whatever Okonjo-Iweala said, you know, you cannot fault that that woman. I think.
Are you saying an authority cannot be wrong? Because there's a report that I read recently that there's a threat even to our budget, 2025 budget, because oil is not doing well, you know, the way it's supposed to, you know, perform. And of course, we're running low production, and of course, our budget is dependent on that, you know, oil. So, do you think that because someone is an authority, that person cannot be wrong at all?
Yes. Nobody can be 100% perfect. You know. But Okonjo-Iweala was speaking on what she's, don't forget she's a Nigerian before any international appointment. So she has been the Minister of Finance in this country. So she understands the economy of Nigeria. She understands the finance of Nigeria. There is no doubt, you know, oil is having issues, not only in Nigeria, it's across the world. You know, OPEC countries, they are complaining. She understands. But the most important thing is that, you know, the president, okay, let's take for instance, you know, Okonjo-Iweala has been an advocate of the fact that government paying oil subsidy is not too good. That government should stop since the time of Jonathan in 2012. You know, she has been at the forefront of saying government should not be paying. So let's, you know, float naira. So you know, this woman has been at the forefront of making some of these, you know, being an advocate of these policies that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has embarked on in the last 2 years. So, you know, coming back to Nigeria, and you know, of course, she will also be getting feedback, but that does not mean she can be wrong. But what I mean is that she's an authority in that field. She understands, you know, she understands the theory, she understands the practical, and even, you know, one can even see in the last 2 years, our foreign reserve stands at I think $3 million. But now we're having $7 million. And look at our state. In Oyo State, for instance, in the last 2-3 years, Oyo State is getting possibly within the range of 4 to 5 billion. But now Oyo State gets as much as 16-17 billion naira every month. But it now depends on our state governors. You know, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. You know, we have governors, we have local government chairmen, it is the responsibility of the federal government to make sure that the subnationals are running. So it now depends on those that are leading the subnationals, I mean the state governors, to make sure that some of this, you know, subsidy money, you know, they are being shared among the states. And that's why you see many of the states now, capital projects, you know, no debt, you know.
Some governors have been accused of mismanagement of funds.
Because they have they now have the funds, you know, they have it more than enough. And you know, sometimes when you have too much money, you may not know how to, you know, apply those money. But you can see most of the governors have confirmed. Nasarawa State governor confirmed it. Kaduna State governor confirmed it. Akwa Ibom State Governor confirmed it. We have Niger State Governor just 3 days ago. He was dancing and he was saying that he claimed that he's going to be the Director General of Tinubu campaign.
Declare support for him.
For 2027. That the president is doing well. Before now, the states are languishing in debt, they are languishing in lack of funds, but now they have more than enough. So this should not be blamed on the president again. You know, we should also talk to our state governors. You know, the federal government is at Abuja. We have state governors there. How many times does the president come to Ibadan or move around in Ibadan? We have the governors. You know, we have the local government chairman. So, you know, it's from the top down to the bottom. So it is important for, you know, Nigerians are suffering hunger and poverty. If our governors, if they are doing what, you know, if they are doing the right thing, you know, all these, though there may be, you know, hardship and all those stuff, but this can be cushioned. And that's why the president made enough funds available for the governors in terms of palliative. You cannot just imagine a state that has been getting 4 or 5 billion naira is now having 18 billion naira. You know, that's supposed to have reflected in the lives of the citizens of that state.
But there's no body that regulates the activities of the state governors and, of course, the local government chairman. Maybe that's why they are so free to do some things.
Now, the state governors regulate the activities of the local government chairman.
Who regulates the state governors?
Now, the problem is that, you know, for now, it is not as if we have the House of Assemblies in each state. But, you know, politics, you know, the kind of politics we are playing in Nigeria now, you know, in a situation whereby APC is controlling a state, and out of 20 local governments, you have 80 APC legislators. You know, a PDP is controlling your state. Out of 32 House of Assembly members, you have almost 27 PDP lawmakers. So now, the governor can take any decisions. Who will challenge him? Is it the speaker that the governor personally appointed to be the speaker of the State House Assembly? You know, the governor by that is a benefactor to the speaker. Can you query it? Can you question your benefactor? It is not possible. So, you know, the arms of government that one would have expected to be cautioning these state governors are House of Assembly. But generally, our governors have pocketed our House of Assemblies. Imagine you've been clamoring for legislature autonomy.
Okay.
In the last 6-7 years, in Oyo State here, they said they don't want autonomy. In fact, at the time they said they passed state assembly autonomy, that the financial power is still residing with the state governor, but you know, by the time we have the state legislators, you know, the House of Assemblies getting their funds just like local government, getting their funds directly from Abuja, you understand? You know, we have Houses of Assembly Service Commissioner. So what is the responsibility of House of Assembly Service Commission? You understand? So, you know, most of our governors, they are not look at local government autonomy. Till now, some of the local government, they are still in Oyo State now. They said they are not part of AGON again. They are form of local government, Kenikan, and all those stuff. So, all in the name that, you know, this local government chairman, you know, the State Independent Electoral Commission conducted the election, you know, subject to the approval of the governor. Okay, this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Most of them, you know, government even gave some of them money, fund their campaign. You understand? So now, how do you want those people, you know, so I appointed you, I bought you form, I bought you.
I think it's because we have lost the acts of democracy, because regardless of, you know, what anyone has done to help you, maybe appointed you to a post, you are still supposed to do your job.
Yes, you know, Nigeria, we are still getting there, you know. We started this 1999. You know, some of the people that are there now, you know, they are post 19, you know, they are post June 12. Some of them were not around in June 12. You understand? They don't know what many Nigerians went through. You understand? From June 12, 1990 to to date, how many years is that? And we have, like, you know, so we have a speaker that, you know, should be around 33, 34. So from June, calculate from June 1993 to now, August 2025, how many years? So you can calculate a speaker of 33 years to June 1993 to date. So you may not really understand. For someone that understands what Nigerians went through during the June 12, you know, Buhari, for someone that was around and witnessed the terror reign of late General Sani Abacha, you know, when, you know, something, when you are having something in your hands and you don't value it, you don't know the essence, you can never appreciate it. So some of our governors, look at all the governors, aside from the Kaduna State Governor, Obasani, who happens to be an activist, who was around during these dark days of Nigeria. That, you know, if we understand, you know, if we understand what democracy is, and that is why in Kaduna State now, Kaduna State of today is now different from Kaduna State of 8 years ago, because this is a man that understands, you know, that understand the meaning of democracy, and is giving it to the people of Kaduna State.
What about Soludo of Anambra?
Well, yes, I don't know, but I've not been monitoring Anambra State lately.
Okay.
But what I heard and what I read in the paper, what I see on the television, I know President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was there maybe a month or 2 months ago to commission a lot of projects. But the truth is, we have very few of the governors. Look at Governor of Niger State, Bago. The man is trying his best, especially on agricultural revolution. So if you can have governors, you know, like, take for instance in Oyo State, my opinion, you know, we want to rehabilitate or reconstruct, or I don't understand English, you know, the government house with 63 billion naira. And, you know, if you plunge that 63 billion naira into the state economy, you understand, you never can tell how far this money will go. Instead of putting such money, you know, on the government house, that the last governor that lived in that government house was former governor late Isiaka Abiola Ajimobi. And maybe it was there for like 2 or 3 years. So
there was a renovation at that time too.
See, like our governor now, you know, our governor is from Ibadan, and our governor is not a small man. He has houses all around. And, you know, even if you want to repair governors, I'm not saying it is not good. It's good, because the government house is also a symbol of, you know, our state, is one of our state symbol. But at a critical time like this, when people are crying, when people are shouting, when people are hungry, you know, innovating government house with 63 billion naira, is not, I don't think that's the right thing to do. And you are talking about getting 2 choppers from Amotekun. You know, what I'm just trying to say is that most of our governors, they need to get their priority right. When they are not getting their priority right, people will continue to be crying and, you know, to be facing hardship. You know, the federal government has done so well by, you know, increasing their allocations. You know, just like I've said, most of these states, look at Ekiti State before now, you know, like Ayofayoshi said, like 6, 7, 8 years ago, 1.5 billion naira, 2 billion naira allocation into the state. But now Ekiti State is getting 13 billion naira. Imagine. So if Ekiti State is getting 13 billion naira, and you can see the governor, you know, in Ekiti State now, I don't think anybody can come out and want to contest against the governor. If you have been monitoring what is going on in Ekiti State, you know, it has been endorsement galore. Even the opposition party, they're endorsing the governor.
Well, never say never. Anything can happen.
Yes, of course. No, they are free. They are free to contest. Yeah. But what do you want to say when you have Governor Ayodele Fayoshi, Governor Segun Oni, Governor Niyi Adebayo, Governor Fayemi, 4 governors in this dispensation since 1999. They are all saying that we are for Oyebamiji. So who is that person that we now want to contest? Fayoshi, during their endorsement rally, wore a cap of PDP, signifying that even though I'm a PDP member, but I'm supporting this governor. And Fayose said, by the time of the election, when he contested against Fayemi the second time, he won by 16-0. That the victory of Oyebamiji will even be more superb than his own victory. It's because the man is performing.
Let's look forward to that and how that will play out eventually. Let's talk about something very critical, of course, that we have, the pages of the newspaper. Canadian court have referred to APC and PDP as terrorist groups, and this does not portray as well. Just because someone who used to be part of the parties, I mean, he moved from the PDP to the APC, is no longer part of the party, and of course is seeking asylum in Canada. Maybe because some things have been found with him, or maybe some of his activities. I mean, do you think that these people should have referred, I mean, to these parties in its entirety as terrorist groups, if at all one person is found guilty of some certain charges?
Well, the truth of the matter is that what most of our politicians forget is that wherever they go, whatever they do, they are representing our country. They are representing Nigeria. In this country, we've had an essay to the governor, a special advisor to the governor, being arrested in the United States of America. If you want to report such an event, what will you say? You will say, Governor so is arrested over drug, over. So, whether you like it or not, he is a Nigerian. To even make the matter worse, he is a politician, he's a member of the political class. So, whether APC, whether PDP, whether ADC, you are representing an organization. And whatever you do outside, even before they mentioned your name, and she's a journalist, she works with Dominion TV. So they believe that everyone at Dominion TV, that is what they do. And even in Nigeria, everyday killing, terrorism, banditry, kidnapping everywhere. So, and you now have someone that has been identified as it. And okay, now, what has been the response of the government to that? Okay,
I think members of the PDP and of course members of the APC, have actually said, okay, this is wrong on all sides. Regardless of whoever was found guilty, you should not refer to the party in its entirety as a terrorist group.
Because whether you like it or not, I'm representing Shobowale's family. Whatever I do wrong out there, it is Shobowale's family. So, nobody cares about, Yoruba will say, you don't get just one slave. Whatever you do, you understand. Forget about, he's a member of APC, he's a member of PDP, it is wrong. Yes, all those developed nations of the world, that would be their logical conclusion. That, okay, he's a terrorist, he's even a member of PDP, he's even a member of APC. Okay, Yemi, must we have a terrorist, a member, or a supporter or a sponsor of a terrorist group in our political party system? Don't forget, 4 or 5 years ago, or maybe 3 or 4 years ago, Ali Ndume was alleged that, he was the one sponsoring some members of Boko Haram. The federal government even charged him to court. So, then he was a member of, I think, APC or ANPP there. So you can just imagine, even the federal government charges its own citizen.
But some of these claims can be speculation.
A city senator.
Don't you think some of these claims can be speculation? Because just recently, a group in the Northeast came out to say, okay, bring back our good luck. They want good luck to come and contest again. Whereas in that part of the country, there was a protest, from 2011 to 2012, saying that, President Goodluck Jonathan, is sponsoring Boko Harams. And then they came out to debunk recently to say, okay, we are sorry for actually saying that about you. That's not true. They were just mere speculations.
They have been saying that bring back Goodluck Jonathan, bring back Goodluck Jonathan. And what has been the response of the former president?
He's not said anything.
He cannot, because they are not speaking his mind. Politicians can go to any extent in getting their daily meal. Okay. Do you understand? So, they are just finding a way of dragging former President Goodluck Jonathan into Nigerian politics. And the man is even saying, no, how can you we have had 6 years of former President Goodluck Jonathan, and you are still saying you should come back. We are just into 2 years of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and you are saying Jonathan should come back again. This is a man that you refer to as the clueless president. So why are you now saying the clueless president should come back again?
I don't see him coming back, though, but then this is Nigeria. Anything can happen.
Well, it's politics all the way.
Okay, I think it's a good place to leave it this morning. Thank you for being a part of this segment. And, of course, a big thanks to Lekon Shobowale, who is a journalist and, of course, a public affairs analyst.
Thank you very much.
It's time we say our BYE on the segments. Please to be told. Big story will come up soon. My name is Oluwayemi Atilako. I'm saying good morning.
Ever dreamed of creating the next viral series or telling powerful stories on the big screen? This summer, your passion for TV can become a reality. Our TV Practical Summer Class is calling all future scriptwriters, producers, directors, video editors, reporters, news editors, and on-air personalities. Get hands-on training from industry professionals. Learn to shoot with professional cameras, master editing software, and produce your own content from start to finish. This isn't just a class. It's your launch pad. Don't just watch TV. Make it. Enroll now. Spaces are limited. Visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng or call the number 0706 777 9435 0706 777 9435. Dominion Television, your channel of choice.
Welcome back from that short break. And of course, welcome to the big story, where we explore ideas, people, and moments shaping our world. Today, we are diving into the heartbeat of music, the journey from a spark of inspiration to a roaring crowd, from the quiet solitude of a studio to the electric thrill of the stage. Our guest knows this path all too well. He's a gifted storyteller through song, a performer with presence and one of the rising voices in Nigeria's music scene, Anjorin Olamilekan, better known as to fans as Lexi Handsome. Now, music isn't just about what we hear. It's about the story behind the sound. Every lyric starts as a thought, a feeling, or an experience. Every melody is shaped by hours of creative work, collaboration, and sometimes sleepless nights in the studio. But the magic doesn't stop there. It transforms under the stage lights, where songs come alive and connect with the audience in unforgettable ways. Today we'll talk about the full creative cycle, from writing that first line, to refining the sound in production, to owning the stage in a live performance. And Lexi Ensemble will take us inside his own process, the challenges, the inspiration, and the moment that makes it all worth it. Good morning once again. This is The Big Story. I'm Johnny Olamileko. Good to have you in the studio.
Yeah, good morning. I go by the name Johnny Olamileko. Everyone knows me as Lexi Ensemble. Yeah, I'm an artist, Afrofusion artist, versatile artist. Yeah, I was born and brought up in Lagos State.
Okay.
Wishing to be precise.
Wishing to the world.
Yeah. So my music journey is something I don't even think I'll ever even do anything music. I just found myself like, I'm doing it, I don't have a choice than to do it. I do say music is my calling. So I see myself as an Afro-fusion, Afro-vibe artist that really do it indigenous and culture, basically Yoruba culture. So if you listen to my music very well, my sound, you understand that I focus more about the culture generally. I guess that's a little bit about Lexi Ensemble.
So, starting music, who were your biggest musical influences?
Yeah.
While growing up?
While growing up, let me say from Hakon to that of P Square, then I discovered myself fully when I started listening to Nice, Alapomiji.
Okay.
Then I can say Kiss Daniel.
Kiss Daniel too.
Yeah.
Vado the Great.
Because, yeah, the modern days culture kind of sound, I can see Kiss Daniel is doing more of it. But people don't understand what he's doing. I guess it's underrated though. But I myself, I understand. I've been doing music before I started listening to Kiss Daniel,
Okay.
but first time I heard Kiss Daniel, I was like telling my guys, man, this person is going in the wrong place, going places. I was like, how sure are you? Then I said, this guy that you guys are seeing, I understand his sound. I understand what he's doing, because that's kind of what I'm doing.
Okay.
So it's very easy for me to understand, to interact with the sound. So I can say Kiss Daniel,
Okay.
modern day Afro beat and all.
All right, from education to music, how did you discover yourself to an extent where you said, oh, I'm leaving what I'm doing now, I want to focus on music fully?
Yeah, there was a time whereby I just do songs, write songs and all. Then along the line, I met some kind of friends in secondary school, on the street. Like, guy, don't stop, you can keep doing this. Then after a while, there was a time I almost give up, like, let me just focus on something else entirely. But there's something in me that keeps telling me like, guy, don't worry, it goes up. It will happen, it will happen. And everything is not about fame. Once you can do something that even the next generation will come and listen to the sound, are like, this is a good sound. So I don't think there's a reason for me to give up or something.
Okay, was there ever a time when your parents, were reluctant to let you do music as a profession?
My parents have been supporting my musical career since day one. They have never once told me no. My dad is a drummer.
Okay.
My mom, she's a nurse. But imagine a wife of a drummer. He never stop her son from doing music. And a drummer will never stop his son from doing music.
So do you drum too?
I play drums.
You play drums?
Definitely.
So aside from, if you weren't a music artist as we speak, what would you be doing?
I guess I might be a footballer.
You might be a footballer.
That's
so
my
you play football
talent,
too?
yeah. But not professional,
Okay.
but I know, I understand
You
football
understand
very,
football.
very well.
Now, when we talk about what kind of music do you do?
Yeah, basically I do call it Afro vibes.
Afro vibes.
Yeah,
What's the difference between what you do, Afro vibes, and Afro fusion?
Yeah.
I think that's for Burna Boy. He says he does Afro fusion.
Afro fusion is an Afro that deals with every part of music, like touch from reggae to dancehall to Afrobeat to whatever, R&B and all. But Afro vibes is the same thing, but the difference between it is our vibe is just about you spitting out your mind. Like, whenever you listen to my sound, you understand that I hear this guy is talking to someone. It's just like me interacting. Let me use that word, interacting with my fans. Like, I'm talking. Hope you're listening.
Okay.
That's Afro vibes.
So how long have you been doing this? And has there ever been a time you had to change your genre of music just because, you felt, this might not sell, let me try something else?
Yeah. Big shout out to my producer, Talim Beats. There are some times I was like, is this thing making sense? Then it will be like, guy, it's making sense. All what you need to do is, let's create a new sound. Your message is cool. Your vibe is cool, your sound is cool, but me as a producer, always like, let's
do something different.
Something else. You are doing your Afro vibe on this beat. Probably just like someone playing an R&B song for you and trying to tell you like, okay, this is pure R&B. Now sing your Afro vibes on R&B. So it's something else entirely. It's another sound entirely. So big shout out to Talim Beats and some of my producers.
So how do you get inspiration for your song? Some people will say, when I sleep and I wake up, there's something in there, I just have to write it down, probably voice it somewhere, and then much later go to the studio and then to rearrange. Yeah. How do you get inspiration?
Firstly, my inspiration comes from my journey as a human, like myself, what I've been through and how. Aside from that, probably, I don't know, I'm the kind of person I can just sit here, we have a discussion, I'll just keep mute for like, let's say, 3 minutes. That 3 minutes I'm keeping, I'll just type, I'm writing. With the little things we are discussing, I already know like
what to put down.
Then when I get to the studio, I had to sit down and think of a good melody and a good rhythm to attach to it, to make it sellable. Because music is not about, I know how to sing. You have to understand what your fan base wants. And as an upcoming artist, you have to understand the fact that aside from your fan base, what the industry wants, what the people want. So that is not an easy task, but that's what I'm born for, so I have to do it.
Okay. Now still talking about your kind of music. We've seen some artists who are doing really fine. Kiss Daniel, for example, Vado, he, at a point he wasn't even doing collaboration with anyone. He was just dropping the music back to back. And majority of his hits have been singles. He was just him doing his thing. And many times when he features, it's not like what people really expect. Yeah. So do you prefer doing your own songs by yourself, or bringing other music acts to collaborate?
Any ideas, I can do my thing myself, and I can easily work with any artist. I can jump on anybody with any artist, no matter who you are, no matter. I can easily say, because I believe my sound is who I am. So anytime I'm on any song with any other artist, he or she will do his or her own, and I will do mine. But I'm very sure the kind of thing I'm doing, people will be like, oh, my, this is another sound entirely. That's what Lexian song really is. Like, that's Lexian song. Anytime you listen to my song, either I'm on a song with someone or a single, you understand that this guy's Lexian song. So that's my signature.
Okay, what was the very first song you wrote, and when was that?
My very first song was What to Do. That's around 2012.
2012.
That was my first try, my first time of going to the studio. It wasn't fun though. No, let me say, it wasn't fun because then I didn't know anything about studio. Blah, blah, blah. We always just on the streets, freestyling up and down. Then you get to like, big shout out to DJ Slim. You get to like meet DJ Slim and like, I want to do music. It's like, this also amount for his production and all. I was like, we are still young, like, what can you do for us? I said, what do you have? So like, I have so. Then we proceed from there. We recorded me and my guy, Jazzman. Not Jazzman, all of you, Jazzman Savage. So we did What to Do that year. Then in our hood, everyone was like, oh, I want this song, like that kind of vibe. So So since then, I was like, giving up is a sin. I don't even know the meaning of giving up, sha. So I kick off in since then.
Okay, so have you collaborated with any music artist, and how did it go? You know, having to work with them.
I've worked with a lot of artists. A lot of artists have worked with me. I've worked with J2s, Ayedun, Jazzman, Silasman, Jafar, and so Ortega. I've worked with Ortega, and it was very nice. It was a good sound and good music. So like songs that I myself know that when I get a good promotional team, things will be better. Because music industry lately, music in Nigeria lately is all about promotions. It's not about I can sing or my sound is different. Do you have a good promotion team? Do you understand the kind of promotion the industry wants? So I can say that's where the problem lies right now. Because it's not easy. Because everything.
And what are you doing to solve that?
Yeah, I'm doing all my best. As you can see my team around. So I'm trying to the little resources I have. I'm trying to like fit it because it's not an easy task. People you want to come in to handle that. Also have family to feed at home. So I do say something called Chauffeur Nigeria Limited. Like it's not for free. They have to come, and when they are going in, they have to like take something home. So that's just it. So that's the hardest part of everything. But it's rare before you can see someone that like volunteer his or herself like, okay, guy, what's up? I believe in your sound and I believe the kind of person you are. It's not about sound, it's the kind of person you are. If everything gets better, will I still see you? Will I still be with you? So once your personality is better and they believe in who you are, like people will definitely come.
So how many tracks, EPs, albums do you have out there?
Oh, I have about 4 EPs out there.
4 EPs.
I have 3 EP, that's 3 single EPs, that's SOV, Sounds of Victory, Lover Boy, then DND.
Okay.
Then I have another collaboration EP with Jasmine Savage. Okay. That's 5 Junction. 5 Junction is a place in my hood. That's where we came from, Mushin Jaraba. So it's 100% slum. It's not. I came from a place whereby if you make it out of there, don't worry, na magic you do. Na magic you do, don't worry. You know, feel happen. That's what they believe there. So it's just me right here trying to change the narratives for them. Like no, it will happen.
So which one is the most recent of your EPs?
Yeah, I can say DND.
DND is the most recent. So what inspired DND?
DND was...
And what's the song about? What are the positives to be taken away from the song by people who listen?
DND, what brought DND was, during that era, I was like trying my possible best to bring up, to work on myself as an artist. So people out there are like, you don't retire. I ain't doing music again. I was like, to shut you people up, DND, do not disturb, like, when I leave me first. Yeah, just leave me alone for a while. So I had to like, the DND just like a new sound of me, a new me, the new Nigerian song. Like, though the new me is yet to come. Okay. But that's another dimension.
You keep evolving.
Yeah. So that's a new me. And the song I have tracks called Superstar. It's all about me spitting out how I feel about the whole thing. Like what I want, just me prophesying. Let me use the word prophesying to myself, like I'm gonna be a superstar. That's first track. Second track, prove to me, keep trying. So if you listen to even the title, you understand what I mean. First track, superstar. Second track, I guess keep trying, Abi. Third track, prove to me. So those names are something you should understand that there's message in the song. And if you listen to them, you understand that this guy is not just singing. He's not just singing. I'm preaching.
Okay. Is there a music actor out there you would love to work with?
All of them,
there are some you have at the top of your mind. I would love to work with so person.
This is it. if you are a music genius, I don't think there's an artist you wouldn't want to work with. Anytime you understand what they call grace, there's to be honest, there is no artist I won't want to work with in any way. As long as I believe in my craft, he or she believes in this on our own craft. Excuse me. I believe we can do anything, and anything can just blow up. I've seen a lot of my guys that work with top artists, and like till now they haven't been out there.
Okay.
It's not a matter of the kind of person you work with. It's a matter of you can just start coughing to the mic, and
with the right promotion,
sure, you understand. Yeah. It's not about of who you want to work with or who I want to work with or anything. It's the matter of when the time is right.
All right.
There is what is that words I do keep to myself. He said in one of the song like, no, they check their time for your time because your time not your time, nobody time. God time is the right time. You have to hold tight for the bad time.
Interesting.
So if you listen, like I said, if you listen to Kizania very well, listen to my song, you understand what I mean by I'm looking up to you.
So where can people get your songs?
My songs are out there on all digital platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Audio, everywhere.
On what, or under what name?
Lexzy Handsome, Lekzy Handsome. Lexzy, Lekzy, and Handsome.
Your social media handles?
Lexzy Handsome Officials on every social media.
Lexzy Handsome Official. Lexzy Handsome, thank you for being a part of the show.
You're welcome, sir.
That's been a wonderful session with you. And we do hope that next time we'll call you, you'll be here.
Definitely.
All right, thank you so much.
Right,
now, Lexzy Handsome has been my guest on this segment of the show. We go on a short break, and when we return, we host Biggs on this show. We'll be back after this time out.
Live from the heart of the action. Welcome to the nerve center of Next Level Broadcasting.
This is the OB van, where the studio meets the street.
Equipped with cutting-edge cameras, crystal clear audio, real-time switching, and broadcast control, we don't just capture moments, we deliver the experience live.
Anywhere, anytime, from stadiums to red carpets, breaking news to buzzing festivals, weddings, birthdays, and all sorts of ceremonies. We bring the world to your screen in real time.
It's not just a van, it's a complete mobile production house, a command center, a broadcast beast.
This is more than a broadcast. This is the OB van difference. Live, loud, limitless.
Ready to go live like never before? Book the OB van today and take your event to the world. One powerful broadcast at a time.
To book, call 0705 506 1061 or 0916 101 1061. Email marketing@dominion.org.ng or visit our socials on Instagram @Dominion Broadcast.
Dominion Broadcast, your channel of choice. Ever dreamed of creating the next viral series or telling powerful stories on the big screen? This summer, your passion for TV can become a reality. Our TV Practical Summer Class is calling all future scriptwriters, producers, directors, video editors, reporters, news editors, and on-air personalities. Get hands-on training from industry professionals. Learn to shoot with professional cameras, master editing software, and produce your own content from start to finish. This isn't just a class. it's your launch pad. Don't just watch TV, make it. Enroll now. Spaces are limited. Visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng or call the number 0706 777 9435 0706 777 9435. Dominion Television, your channel of choice.
All right, welcome back from that short break. The show is still Daybreak Live Extra right here on Dominion Television, and this is the big story. Once again, today we'll talk about the full creative cycle from writing the first line to refining the sound in production to honing the stage in a live performance. And of course, Bikis joins me in the studio this morning to make sense of what it means to do music at a very young age. She will take us inside our own process, the challenges, the inspirations, and the moments that make it all worth it. Bikis, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Who is Bikis?
I am Bikis.
You are Bikis?
Yes.
Okay. Now, interestingly, people are saying, oh, there is a new talent in the block, one of the coolest kids in the block doing good music out there. How did you get here? You started so early.
Yes, I started so early, but just like out of inspiration,
okay.
Yes, I want to I want to go after my talent, exactly.
You've been doing some great work out there. I've seen your musical videos, and I was like, oh, we really have to talk about the inspiration behind all this. How did you start music, for example?
To say how it started like when I was in secondary school. I was just like, okay, I want to write music. I watch a movie, okay. I got my inspiration, okay, I want to write something like something exactly like this or almost like this. So like how I feel, I want to write it down. So it started like building from there.
Okay. So how did your parents react to you wanting to do music, even when you were still in the secondary school?
They didn't agree. Oh, they didn't agree. But I was like determined. So I was determined to the extent, okay, they were like, okay, we are going to give you a chance. Just go after it.
So, having given you the chance, it's one thing to know I want to do music. It's another thing to know what kind of music to do. So how did you come into conclusion of, oh, this is what I want to do. This is my style of music. This is what I want people, the sound I want people to hear.
For that, I would say that for the sound I want people to hear, I write my music according to like what I feel. Okay. Sometimes I feel emotional. Okay, this music is going to go emotional. Okay. Sometimes I feel like, okay, I want a party, that kind of thing. So it's going to go in that kind of way. So I just write according to what I feel inside, exactly.
So has there been challenges, aside from the fact that you want to do your kind of music, your parents saying, oh, you cannot do music, has there been other challenges, that, at one way or the other, tried to truncate your music career?
Sometimes it's just like phones. Sometimes just not exactly, but sometimes phones. Or sometimes you want to go to studio to record, and they are not there's no phones or anything like that. Yeah.
So who were your biggest musical influences that influenced your decision to do music?
I would say John Legend.
John Legend.
Exactly.
You do his kind of music, or you fused your own style into what he does?
Exactly. I infused his own style into mine.
Into yours?
Yes.
All right. So while doing this music, it's a little bit difficult to actually find a genre of music, especially when everyone tries to build a style of their own. What can you say about your own style of music right now? How acceptable do you think it is out there?
To talk about my own style of music.
Has there been any form of warm welcome from your listeners, people who listen to your music?
Yes, there are a lot. There are some that, okay, no, I just when I have something I want to talk about, as long as that thing comes to me, I'm going to write it down. And after writing it down, I go to my mentor, okay, I say, okay, they are going to correct me about some things. I just whenever you have something you feel inside as a musician, just write it down and try to produce it. There are certain people that they are going to listen to it and they are going to feel the same way as you. Exactly.
Okay, now looking back, you started music when was that point when you felt like, yes, this is my calling, I just have to continue doing this? You know, at the very first, people have ideas, and then while pursuing it, you feel like, oh, this is not the right thing for me. Maybe I should probably do something else. But then, when was that point, when you reached that point and you felt like, oh, this is what I want to do, and I'm definitely going to give it my all?
Yes. Actually, when I got to my SS class, I was in science department.
Okay.
So, because my mom actually wants me to become like a nurse. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I was doing music one side, I was doing like science department one side. Okay. But when I was about to get to SS2, I was like, no, this is what I want. I don't have to like become a nurse. Like, this is what I feel. I feel like that's my calling. So when I got to SS2, I didn't even tell my mom. I transferred from like science department to art department, and I was doing Grace. Okay. So after when I got to art department, I started get like second position and something like that. So she was even proud. She was like, okay, don't worry, just do it, just do it. You are determined, just do it. Yes. So
who are your influences? Do you have mentors, people you work with that has made this journey smooth for you?
Yes. AGB production has been like a very great influence for me, because if not for the production, seriously, I don't know, I will have lose interest in the music. Not really, I would like, but maybe I will just like not pursue the music anymore.
You've done some songs, and of course you shot the musical videos too. Yes. I mean, it's come so fast for an artist, you know, of your age. You know, things seem to be moving at a very fast pace. So, what is the secret behind all that? I mean, is there anyone bankrollting all of this?
Yes, AGB Productions still.
Again.
Yes. Okay. They are the one for my musical video, everything, because we have a director is editing everything, so it's
okay. It's like practically in charge of everything. They shoot and direct.
Exactly. So that's how it is like very easy for me. Because sometimes when I listen to other some of my colleagues when they are saying like musical colleagues, okay, when they are talking about
what it costs them to produce,
telling me about the funds, everything for musical video, but like. I'll just be smiling because I don't know what to say, because something like I've not experienced some of those things that most of them are experiencing, because I don't know, I'm having it nice in the production. Exactly.
Oh, all right, interesting. Again, going forward, have you collaborated with any music artist?
Yes, The Bliss.
Okay.
Just like like some of the collaboration, just like you learn more. Exactly, when you like do music with other artists, okay, you are going to like, okay, this inspiration, how to work with others, how to work with time, exactly. So, yes.
So is there a music act out there that you would love to work with? That you would even pay to work with that person?
Yeah. I don't know for now, I don't know. But if there is any, I would say like Fireboy.
Fireboy.
Yeah.
You love his kind of music.
Exactly.
And you want to work with him to see how your sounds would, you know.
Exactly. Especially his lyrics. Okay. They're amazing.
Now, you have songs out there. How many songs, EPs do you have out there?
For now, I just have like 3 music, yeah.
You have 3 songs out there. And okay, since you released those 3 songs, has there been any form of acceptance from the people, the kind of sound you are pushing out there?
Yes. Especially for Story of My Love.
Okay.
Like, people always like, okay, they love the song. Sometimes, okay, I'll just be going to be like, they've been playing my music. I'll be like, thank you so much. Like, yeah, especially like, I feel like when I sing more of emotional music, like, people, like, they can relate with it, yeah.
So before you do a song, how do you prepare mentally, physically, and of course, even when you want to go perform somewhere?
For physically, I will say about, okay,
sometimes some people have rituals they do before going on stage. Do you have things you do? Not ritual in the context you are putting, but there are usually some things you do before you go on stage.
It is about like before going on stage, exactly. I just calm me down, like just calm down, exactly, and drink more water, exactly. Calm me down and drink more water.
Okay. Your songs, where can people find your songs?
Audiomack.
on all streaming platforms out there?
Not yet on all streaming platforms, just on Audiomack.
Just on Audiomack.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are your social media handles? Just in
Bikis.
case you want to. Bikis. Just
yes,
Bikis.
Bikis.
Just Bikis. All right, Bikis, thank you for being a part of the show this
Yes,
morning.
thank you.
That's been a wonderful session with you. And of course, we'll definitely host you one more time before, we'll see how we can do that. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Yes, thank you.
All right. What an inspiring conversation. From pen to paper to microphone in hand. Lexiansom Bikis have shown that music is more than a product. It's a journey of passion, discipline, and connection. Whether you are an inspiring artist, a music lover, or someone chasing your own creative dreams, remember, the process is just as important as the performance. A big thanks to Lexiansom and Bikis, who have joined us in the studio this morning, for sharing their journey with us. And to you, our viewers out there, for being part of the big story. Stay tuned. More exciting segments, of course, the Trend Watch is still coming your way right here on Daybreak Live Extra on Dominion Television. Let's go on a short break. And when we return, the show continues. We'll be back after this time out.
Ever dreamed of creating the next virus series or telling powerful stories on the big screen? This summer, your passion for TV can become a reality. Our TV Practical Summer Class is calling all future scriptwriters, producers, directors, video editors, reporters, news editors, and on-air personalities. Get hands-on training from industry professionals. Learn to shoot with professional cameras, master editing software, and produce your own content from start to finish. This isn't just a class. It's your launch pad. Don't just watch TV. Make it. Enroll now. Spaces are limited. Visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng or call the number 0706 777 9435 0706 777 9435. Dominion Television, your channel of choice. Live from the heart of the action. Welcome to the nerve center of Next Level Broadcasting.
This is the OB van, where the studio meets the street.
Equipped with cutting-edge cameras, crystal clear audio, real-time switching, and broadcast control, we don't just capture moments, we deliver the experience live.
Anywhere, anytime, from stadiums to red carpets, breaking news to buzzing festivals, weddings, birthdays, and all sorts of ceremonies. We bring the world to your screen in real time.
It's not just a van, it's a complete mobile production house, a command center, a broadcast beast.
This is more than a broadcast. This is the OB van difference. Live, loud, limitless.
Ready to go live? Like never before. Book the OB van today and take your event to the world. One powerful broadcast at a time.
To book, call 0705 506 1061 or 0916 101 1061. Email marketing@dominion.org.ng or visit our socials on Instagram @Dominion Broadcast.
Dominion Broadcast, your channel of choice.
All right, welcome back from that short break. The show is still Daybreak Live Extra right here on Dominion Television, the Friday edition. And of course, we promised that we had a lot to unpack on this show, and I'm sure you have enjoyed the show so far. Do well to link up with us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Dominion Broadcast, and on X, formerly Twitter, at Dominion Cast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, drop your comments, and definitely we are going to take them on this show before we sign out. You can also watch us live on our website, www.dominion.org.ng. Now Now we go straight to Trend Watch, where we bring you what's buzzing and, of course, what's happening on social media. And I still have with me in the studio this morning the Queens. I have Oluwayemi Adelakun and, of course, Pata Ito. Together we'll be making sense of this interesting topic right here.
You found a way to avoid...
To avoid, you know,
okay, I understand.
Any bottleneck.
Which one is bottleneck here?
Of course, we're glad to be back here this morning, and well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are you here? You are here.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
I'm just not so happy with this story that Fina sisters loses leg in Dangote truck accident, and the family demands justice. It's quite unfortunate that a promising young lady will just will have a leg amputated. Seriously, it's so painful. And of course, when I saw the picture, I mean, 2 days ago, I was like, I had an encounter with Dangote truck. That was long years ago around the Oyo, and I was just wondering, and the guy didn't even look back. So I know exactly reckless driving might be the cause of this. And they won't even look back to say, sorry or what. They just believe that once they are just driving that truck, they are on top of the world. And that is not. You've caused someone's health issue, and that lady will just be living her life, will just be living like as if she does not even exist.
Yeah.
I think it's a very sad one, and I read that, you know, she just graduated last week, I mean, from All-Ship Technic, and someone that just, you know, graduated from school needs to be caught up in that. It's a sad one. I saw the
go
picture.
Into the favor market and get employed.
It's very, very sad. I saw the picture, and of course, one of her legs, you know, was already amputated. And Fina in a video said they might have to do the same thing to the second leg, you know. So it's a very sad one. However, I think I saw that, you know, Dangote responded maybe late yesterday to say we're going to cover the cost and, of course, do all the necessary things. But then this is the point whereby they need to monitor, you know, people who drive their trucks to ensure that, I mean, they are competent drivers. Because I read the report that said that person does not have a license.
Yeah, I think Very Dark Man was the one accusing him.
So those are the areas that must be looked into to ensure that, I mean, the lives of people are saved. And I think it happened within the school premises. It's a very sad one. And of course, Fina is very, I don't know, watching the video, you might get emotional, talking about the fact that, you know, she saw the girl through school, and then now that, you know, she feels she's done with school, she cannot focus on herself. This, you know, has happened. I mean, definitely she will have to spend more on that, which is not even something good, I mean, to spend on. So it's a very sad
I think one of the things we know to be looking at, that someone got a driver's license now does not mean such person should not be re-evaluated to see if that person is still in the right frame of mind or mental state to actually drive a vehicle, especially a vehicle as big as that. And also, you know, sometimes I've seen accusations, I've had accusations that most of these truck drivers, once they get a truck, they get a motorboy and they start training the motorboy. So when they feel like, oh, they are tired, they give the vehicle to the motorboy to drive. And then the motorboy is not even qualified to drive. So they don't have what the requisite. It's just to assist you. Why would you give your vehicle to a motorboy? I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying these are things they do on a regular basis. And then for a truck driver who bullies other vehicles on the road, I mean, that's not fair. You see a vehicle that is smaller than you, and then you want to bully them out of the road just so you could have your way. I think these are things that should not happen. Some people are actually battling with heart attacks, and then they still drive. Of course, they have no choice. Some of them can't even afford to get a driver. They still drive, and then when you threaten them or bully them with your vehicle on the road, they might just lose it. I mean, you know, panic attacks do happen to people, and then while they are driving, if that happens, they probably might lose their life or lose something, even just like Fina's sister did. So these are things we should be looking at. At every point in time, drivers should be trained and retrained. That you knew how to drive 10 years ago does not mean you know what it takes to drive now. Does not mean you are qualified to drive now. I think it should be one of the things the road safety should be doing. Federal road safety should be looking at. Like, okay, there should be re-evaluation of drivers. Once you have a driver's license, before you renew, they don't just renew a driver's license. You have to be re-evaluated. Are you still qualified to drive?
And they sure that when they drive, they must not be under the influence of alcohol.
Under the
because
influence
this
of alcohol.
happened within the school premises. I mean, you could not have. Sometimes, we're just lucky that, you know, a lot of persons did not even,
we're not involved.
We're not involved. But then it's still sad that, I mean, someone, you know, was injured, you know, badly, because within the school premises, anything could have happened. Yeah. So let's ensure that, I think they are aware now, so they'll take necessary steps to ensure that, you know, before you drive, you must not be under the influence of alcohol, and you must be experienced, you know. It's not just like maybe you wake up one morning and say you want to drive because you want to make money. You know, you must put into consideration the lives of people on the road before you drive.
Well, from that, I'll just digress a bit, and that is in Ibadan. You see some of them, the Okadas, you see some Abukis, they will be the ones to like, okay, I'm a Okada mechanic, and before you know it, he will tell you he can ride Okada and thereabouts, including Marua too. Please, it's high time for our road safety to do the needful. And of course, for Tabo routes, this is not the end of the life. Just continue. Only God knows why this happened to you, but I believe that God will see you through, and Aliko Dangote will actually do the needful and not the paper one.
Yeah, actually, we do hope that he does that. But then I want to say this very quickly before we do that. This is not limited to Aliko Dangote Group alone. There are so many other truck companies, haulage companies out there who have reckless drivers on their list.
Forget companies, even some individuals
drivers. also too. So it is not limited to Dangote. Just because Dangote is popular, people will always mention Dangote. But there are other people too, individuals who have trucks, who have vehicles that are as big as that. Heavy-duty vehicles. So you have to be careful who you employ to be your driver. And of course, after employing them, there should be evaluation and re-evaluation every now and then to know if this person is still in the right frame of mind to drive on Nigerian roads. You cannot go out and put lives and properties of people at risk just because you want to make ends meet. Other people too, they are there to make ends meet, and you can't just cut their life short just like that. I mean,
and
it doesn't
of course,
make sense.
if you know that you're still learning how to drive, you cannot drive properly. Please get a driver. And if you cannot afford a driver, please
just
follow cars or bus so that you can ensure that
public
the lives
transport
of people
will be
are
the
safe.
best bet at that
It's
time.
better that way.
All right, thank you for being a part of the show so far. It has been a wonderful session in the studio with you all, and thank you for joining us. For everyone that has been a part of the show this morning, we say thank you. Do well to link up with us on all socials. As we always say, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the subscribe button, and of course, anytime the bell, click on the bell. So when the show is live, you get to see the show is live. All right, you can also watch us live on our website, www.dominion.org.ng, dominion.org.ng. Now it's Friday. It's Friday. You have to enjoy, but of course, enjoy minimally. Samson Balogun is my name. Until next time, when we shall be meeting on this show, keep being good out there, keep being safe. Bye for now.
For this program to join us same time on Monday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And of course, we promise you interesting topics for those days. My name is Oluwayemi Adelakwa, and I'm saying good morning.
And of course, I am Pat Aito saying have a wonderful weekend.